on the trail of a suspected illegal immigrant who has made another man miserable with the IRS.
You know, they want to freeze all my assets.
The On Your Side investigators follow a cross-country case of stolen identity.
Trying to talk to somebody about Eladio Lopez.
And the victim struggles to get anyone to help.
Just imagine being in trouble with the IRS and you haven't done a thing wrong.
This is a story of a serious case of identity theft, but the victim can't get anyone to take him seriously. His attorneys turn to K2 News for help, frustrated that local authorities won't help. On Your Side investigator Dan Tilkin is here with the evidence. Dan?
Well, these documents right here clearly show that a man in Salem is ripping off an American citizen and his Social Security number. It's clear to us what's going on, but that American citizen is still in hot water with the IRS. We're taking you to the last known address of a man named Eladio Lopez, spelled with an H. IRS records show he lived in the Salem duplex with his brother. And this is Eladio Lopez spelled without the H.
I was born right here in the Bronx, New York. Lived here all my life.
Problem is, each is using the same Social Security number. And these documents show the income from both men for several years is going on the same IRS account. The Lopez in Salem works for Barry Bray Construction. The New York Lopez is a modestly paid truck driver supporting a household of 7. The IRS is going after him for back taxes for the combined income.
Any day now, who knows, my bank account could be frozen. And, you know, I got car notes, I got rent, I got a 17-year-old daughter, and I got bills.
Stumped, frustrated, and in fear of the IRS bill that's hit $13,000 and beyond, the New York Lopez had to hire tax resolution services with lawyer Svetlana Bratvian and CEO Michael Rosbrook.
That we've contacted all these agencies and we keep getting the runaround.
The Salem police told them it wasn't their case because the victim is in New York. New York police said there wasn't much they could do because it's a tax issue. An IRS spokesman in Oakland says it doesn't have enforcement authority when it comes to identity theft. And when Tax Resolution Services contacted Barry Bray Construction in Salem asking for help, the company said no. It wrote, "It is not a matter of not wanting to cooperate with the authorities, but rather a matter of abiding by the law and not release any information about any of our employees without prior written consent from the employees."
It's not just the frustration with the fact that he's an illegal immigrant and is on the run. It's also the fact that the companies that are legitimate American companies were not cooperating with us to investigate this matter and to put a stop to it.
Hi, I'm Dan Tilkin with Channel 2 News. We're trying to talk to somebody about Eladio Lopez. You don't know him? He's worked for you folks for several years. Are you Linda or Lynn Rapp? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you do know Eladio Lopez. Do you know where we can find him?
I think that you should just leave. Yep.
By phone, Barry Bray himself told K2 that his Eladio Lopez showed them proper ID when he was hired and had no idea he might be illegal. Bray says they did ask Eladio Lopez about the Social Security number after they got the call from Tax Resolution Services, and since that day, he hasn't come back to work. Lopez has also moved out of the duplex, and his phone goes to voicemail.
You have reached the Sprint PCS voicemail box of
Eladio.
No matter how many times.
Hello, Eladio. This is Dan Tilkin with Channel 2 News.
We call
Oh, I need to speak with you about an Eladio Lopez in New York City.
No answer. But we have learned he rented this post office box in Salem. So he's out there. Somewhere.
This guy made thousands under my name. Literally thousands. So, yeah, something needs to be done.
Now, the IRS tells us that it's up to the Social Security Administration to investigate when a Social Security number is stolen, so potentially that agency could investigate. We also know that Immigration and Customs Enforcement knows about Eladio Lopez in Salem, so something could happen there. So will the man get off the hook in New York? That's the question, right? Well, his attorneys think it will take several more months to convince the IRS that he doesn't owe the money. Then there is this little gem. The attorney for the real Eladio Lopez talked to an IRS investigator who said they may actually issue both men a refund once they get this all figured out.
Frustrating.
Very interesting. The IRS does not have the authority to investigate identity theft.
All right.
Unbelievable stuff.
Dan, thank you.